Well, happy Sunday, everybody. For those of you watching, thank you. For those of you new to the channel, I'm John and I live in my van and travel a little bit and live up in northern Colorado. But right now I'm here in Tucson with my mom. I was helping her with some medical issues throughout the summer, and I'll be going home here in about a week and doing some traveling. But for those of you new, thank you for watching, and do remember to like and subscribe as this is a new channel. So help a fellow out. Today it is the first Sunday in Christmas season. It is near the new year, so we're ending 2025 and entering 2026 with all of its challenges ahead and all of the past behind us. So today I was doing some reflecting. This has been a season for me of waiting. I'm certainly getting the van ready to go, certainly getting eager to hit the road and do some camping and to be outdoors and spend some me time with my dog and just in quiet nature as I travel up north, taking my time. But it also makes me kind of reflect on some of the things that this van life lifestyle has taught me about slowness. We live in a world where you're going, 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 and I'm no different. I have a job, I have to teach a class, I have to be places and go to meetings and do things and be very busy at times. But something I always appreciate about this season between Christmas and New Year's, this time, is just kind of the holding of the breath, the time to just wait, not in any kind of fear or anxiety about the future, but just wait for the next thing and waiting. And I've talked a lot about this in the past videos about this life requiring a great deal of patience and the resilience of it. But the waiting is important. The slowing down is important. When you live in your van and you live in this very minimal lifestyle, you're forced to minimize, right? You have to think about your power, your water, the very details of your life, right? How much do I need? When do I have enough, diesel for heat? Do I have enough water to go camping? Do I have enough power to run my computers and the other things that I need to make a living? And you realize how much you actually do need and what you don't need. And for much of this life, it is impressing upon me the times when I lived before in an apartment and lived with the busyness there is realizing what I don't need. And there's so much I don't need and so much that I can be free from, and then what I do need. And one of the things I need is time to rest, time to think, time to pray, time to contemplate my place in this universe that God made. And it makes me reflect on a God who took his time to create. In the Genesis story, we have the 6 days of creation, and whether or not you believe those are 6 literal days or 6 epochs of time, time is still part of the picture. And the seasons of the year remind me that time moves on. And there are times when the whole earth seems to wait in anticipation for something. Winter is a time of waiting when the world goes a little dormant in places and then becomes awake for the spring. And here we are in this season too, and I find myself waiting. I find myself waiting for my trip, for the time when I can go, for the things to do. But also I need to learn to appreciate this time for itself. Because waiting is another act of defiance against the world that wants you to go, 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 go all the time. And if there is one thing that also this life also teaches you is the value of your time, the value of times that don't change, or what doesn't change in a world that changes all the time around you, and what you can do about it, and what you can't do about it. I was reminded this week of the Serenity Prayer from Alcoholics Anonymous. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There is so much in this life that sometimes feels like constant change. Where am I going to sleep tonight? Where am I camping? What do I have to do this week? What do I have to do in the morning? Can I park in a place that's close to where I need to be to maximize my fuel consumption and my energy consumption? Can I, do I have to do the laundry? Do I have to do? And we can constantly trap ourselves into thinking we have to be doing something all the time. But sometimes living in the van and being here forces you to have to wait. What do you do with that time? How do you redeem the time because the days are evil? How do you make your time worth more? And time doing nothing or slowing down and watching is time well spent, because we don't have any more of it. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all have the same seasons and the same weeks of the year, but we don't have more time. So we have to spend that time. And we have to spend that time doing what matters and what doesn't matter. And in this life, figuring out what matters and what doesn't matter is kind of the part of the daily grind. But today I just wanted to reflect on that a little bit for this talk. As I think about my Sundays, I try to do these on Sundays to kind of collect my thoughts and kind of think big picture. And so this is a little video in praise of slowing down, of letting yourself be with time, of letting yourself wait in anticipation, in joyful anticipation of what's to come, and facing your next chapters in life with courage, with resilience, with patience. A rock in a swirling river does wear down over time and is shaped by that river, but it takes a long time. And life can be that river, and we can be shaped by it, hopefully into something beautiful, hopefully into something stronger and more resilient, because it's the strong parts that remain. Weak parts flow away and are etched away. And we're sculpted by time, by the river of life. And so if we allow ourselves to be in that river without having to fight against it, but to be shaped by it, we find ourselves richer. We find ourselves in a more resilient, more serene place. So I just want to leave that thought with you today on my Sunday talk. Nothing hugely profound this week other than me getting ready for things, getting things organized, getting things ready to go. But also today, just waiting and appreciating the time. So redeem the time. Enjoy your day. Thanks for watching.